Mike, do the intro.
No. Cheers. So this beer is Black Sheep's Milk Stout. I was kindly given by Phil in Norfolk in England. And it's a pretty easy beer to get, isn't it, Adam? Like readily available.
Most supermarkets carry it, Asda, Morrison's, I think Tesco, maybe?
So yeah, when I got it, Adam's like, "Oh, I could easily get a bottle of that. Let's do a review together." So I'm like, "Let's do it." And yeah, we've been sitting on it for a while, but finally we've got a chance. So we're going to get into it.
Do we want to do
Halloween for people out there? Not that we really celebrate it here in Australia.
It's Halloween yesterday. It's the 1st of November.
So yeah, this is by Black Sheep, who are Yorkshire.
Yeah. No, so I put it on there.
Are they based?
Masham in North Yorkshire.
Yeah, cool.
So the story goes that so I think it actually says on the label, at the very top says founded by Paul Theakston in 1992. If that's on yours. So obviously Theakston's well-known Yorkshire brewery. Paul Theakston is, I believe, the youngest child of the original founder of Theakston's. And he decided he didn't want to work for the family business. So he went and did his own thing, hence why it's called Black Sheep Brewery, because he is the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, cool. Mine says Fresh Dale's Water.
Yeah.
And then it's got 4.4%.
Yeah, that's the thing. It should have the best before on the neck somewhere. It's printed. You can see it. You have to catch it in the light. So mine is April 26th. Is the 24th of April 2026.
Whereabouts is it? Where's the date? Did you say?
On the neck of the bottle. So it's just before the ripple. It'll be printed, so it's hard to see because it's like a sort of grey thing.
Probably going to be real hard for me because it's not very good writing, like not very good lighting here. Yeah, I've got no idea.
No worries.
Yeah, I like the logo. It's cool.
Yeah. So the Black Sheep are they've got you see a lot of them in certain pubs. There's a pub called Ember Inns, a pub chain. Black Sheep have a relationship with Ember Inns. I'm not sure whether they own part of Black Sheep or Black Sheep own part of Ember Inns. But all Ember Inns beer is Black Sheep. So you get bitter and gold as standard in most Ember Inns. But they're sort of like not wet lead pubs, that what they call wet lead, where it's mainly beer, it's food, but also beer as well.
Yeah. And you said with Black Sheep beers, most of them are like you're not really that impressed by, but you like this one. Is that what the go was?
Yeah, they do one called Velo, which is a blonde. That's pretty good. But yeah, I think this is the better of the most of their core range. As Harry says, their Ember Inns is M&B. I understand that they're M&B, but they've got some sort of relationship with Black Sheep because every Ember Inns I've been into always has Black Sheep on cask.
Yeah.
And sometimes in bottles as well. They do. There's a RAF beer they do as well. That's always in bottles in Ember Inns as well. What it's called. But it's a sheep with flying goggles on.
Yeah. Is most their range in this sort of style?
Yes. Yeah, I think they've had a bit of a refresh on the branding recently, but very similar.
Yeah. Cool. Let's get into it.
Right.
The old bottle opener.
Yeah. They do cans. I have seen some cans for Black Sheep. There's not many about. Their experimental range is definitely in a can because me and Harry had it the first. I'm trying to think where we went. Yeah, the first time we went to Rivington, it was our train beer. Was a Black Sheep red IPA, which I think was like 7. It was like 6.7 or 7%, and that was their experimental range, and that was in a can. So they do can. I remember Lidl, one of the supermarkets over here, German supermarket. They had peanut butter brittle from Black Sheep Stout, and that was again in a can. So they do can some stuff, but their core range is generally bottles.
Yeah. Cool. What glass are you drinking out of?
It's a trap glass, but it's a sniff there, so it's the right for a stout.
Yeah. Looks good in the glass.
Yeah, it's 4.4, so it's going to be thin. And before, I know, even with the lactose, it's going to be thin. Oh, here we go. The brewery shut its pants and is now owned by the Brewery Keystone Group. Yeah, but is Theakston still in charge, though, isn't he? I know they are owned by this thing, but I thought he was still running it. Harry'll know more than me. But yeah, it's jet black, isn't it? There's nothing getting through that.
Yeah, I reckon the body looks like medium.
Yeah, got quite high carbonation.
Yeah, it's
for
got like
a low ABV stout.
The colour of the head's quite interesting. It's sort of like a dark beige or something.
Yeah, almost tan.
Yeah.
But mine's staying quite frothy.
Yeah. It definitely looks alright.
Aroma?
I haven't had a stout of this low ABV for a very long time.
Chocolate, roasty, maybe a bit of coffee.
Yeah, I get a little touch of coffee, but mainly dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very chocolatey.
There you go. I think he very self-positioned, but the Keystone have moved most of the production of other breweries over here. Yeah, I know that was. So they bought quite a few. I think York Brewery was one of them. I'm trying to think. But there was quite a few breweries they bought out. And then now brewed at Black Sheep is like a mega site. Not quite macro, but they're definitely like a big regional now.
Yeah, who was it? Them that did the recent Megadeth beers you were talking about? You and Simo?
Yeah, I think they were linked to them. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm pretty sure Simo got hold of some.
That's why when it was a lager, I was like, probably not a proper lager.
Yeah.
That's all I'm getting. I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, I'm getting like huge chocolate and a little touch of coffee.
Yeah.
Maybe a slight like burnt caramel, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely sugary, yeah. I don't know if I'd say caramel, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's go in. Cheers. It's thin. I knew it would be thick. For the ABV it is, you're not expecting it to be thick. Very burnt coffee aftertaste.
Yeah, it's definitely got a burning sort of quality to it.
It's that
Like
very much that
a
roasted
charry
malt.
sort of thing going on.
Not much chocolate that we got on the aroma, but for me,
Yeah.
very watery
Like
body.
I honestly thought being a milk stout, once you tasted it, it would lean more milk chocolatey. But I reckon you actually lose a lot of the chocolate on the palate.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's with the roasted barley. There's also should note that there's also wheat as well as milk sugars in this.
It's got like a grainy sort of edge to it.
Yeah, there you go. These are all the ones owned under the Black Sheep corporate now.
Jesus. I remember Magic Rock and Four Pure, they were like big craft breweries back in the day.
They got bought out by Lion, and Lion decided they weren't worth the money, and this corporation that owns Black Sheep snapped them up for pennies on the
Oh,
pound.
North as well. Yeah, I remember North in Australia. Because I remember North, we used to get North and Northern Monk. And no, but they're both out of Leeds, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Brick as well. That was a big one down south in London.
I remember Brick from
bust.
the Craft Beer Channel. I reckon they used to big them up back in the day.
Yeah, but yeah, just didn't work out money wise. There we go. North went to Kirk's. Maybe Harry's missed that one. Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
I actually don't mind the mouthfeel. It's probably, even though it's light, it's not like a watery light. It's still got that good ratio of malt, I feel.
Yeah.
Get what I mean? Yeah.
I know you gifted this one, and I don't know if you want to speak costs, but cost wise, this is quite good for 500ml bottle. I think you're looking sort of £2 ish.
Yeah.
So that's what?
Yeah.
Four Aussie dollars.
Yeah. I know that they've been in our Aldi stores in the past, Black Sheep's beers, and I reckon this one might have been there, but years ago. So I'd never tried it before, but I remember, I think we could buy bottles of these for about $4 or $5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also as well, most supermarkets have it in like a 4 for 3 range as well.
Yeah.
So I honestly think this. I think this is better than their bitter. I don't really rate Black Sheep's bitter.
Yeah.
I think they do better with a sort of very light beers. That I say the Bello. I know just going to mention about the Ring Welter as well, which is the old ale. That's pretty good. But yeah, the bitter is not one I enjoy.
Yeah. So this is going down very easy for me.
Yeah. But 4.4. What do you want? It's not going to be.
I think for a sessionable stout, it's probably, because I've had a lot of really shit sessionable stouts, but this one for me, it's like quite malty, so I like it. It doesn't have that watery quality, and it packs a bit of a punch for the ABV. So if I was like wanting to have a couple of stouts and didn't want to get too smashed, I reckon it'd be a good option.
I've also had this on cask as well, and that does elevate it slightly with the body, just slightly, not significant amounts, but it makes the body a bit better.
Like if you went into an English pub on a cold night and they had a fire there and they had this on tap and that, I'd be like, fuck yeah. Like,
So I'd say everyone, a lot of Americans always say, "Oh, it's cask is warm beer." It's not. It's what cellar temperature. So if you're in the winter as well, you've got to add cellar temperature to that. It's going to come out pretty cold. So I say if you, it's only in some of the months. Most good cellars, it doesn't matter. But I've seen ones where they've done cask and it's been in like a cooled cabinet and stuff like that, where it doesn't quite work out well.
yeah.
But yeah, I think it always, with it coming through, being pushed through with oxygen, it does sort of elevate it slightly in the body. Oh yeah, I remember this one. That was another one they did, chocolate orange. So it was basically, it was almost this, but with added adjuncts.
Yeah. Didn't Harry do a chocolate orange stout?
He did clockwork orange.
Yeah.
Or clockwork orange. He did. Yeah. It was good. He didn't do it in bottles though. He only did mini keg and cask.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever did it in bottles. Harry can correct me in the comments.
Wasn't it for a festival or something? And then
yeah, I think it was seasonal as well. They only did it like towards the end of the year. He did 3 at one point. Yeah, the plum one, the chocolate orange one, the standard. I think he's done another one as well. I want to say he's done another one. But yeah. But he was like, they're all the same thanks to
whenever I think of plum beer, I always think of Ray.
There's a lot of plum beers out there.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he never did it in bottles. He did mini. He sent me a mini cake for it. Yeah, so he's got this. I think his standard base is pretty solid. It's a solid standard milk stout, and then obviously you just add adjuncts to it.
You don't see. You guys seem to have all these plum porters and stuff. I don't see that sort of stuff here. I reckon it'd go well.
Harry's is better than this, definitely, 100%. But I think again, this is Brew's price point. I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
Harry obviously Brew's price point, but I think he has a bit more wiggle room than these guys who are selling to supermarkets. So.
Yeah, what would be the average price of like Ramsbury's core range beers?
Harry's best to say that. I know that they're in some Waitrose, but they're not in northern Waitrose. Every northern Waitrose I've been to, they've had the gin, but not the beer.
Yeah.
Sorry, the dog's coming to have a drink. Yeah. I got some Black Iris merch sent to me. Never had their beers. Yeah, their beers are good. It's really annoying because obviously they do. The can art is sort of the black and the white. It's always black and white. Can art. It's black background, and then the whatever it is, the images are in white. I don't like their dark beers. Every dark beer I've had from them, I think, has been disappointing. Their black IPA was a mediocre porter that was slightly hot. I've had empties from them that have been disappointing. I just think they're the light beers and the sours is where they really shine. They've done Princess Slayer recently with Emperors. I haven't had that yet, and I've heard mixed reviews. So I'm not jumping to buy it. I know because it came out as a standard and rum barrel age version. So I'm not jumping to go and get it. But I've heard mixed reviews. Some people are loving it. Some people are like, it's not great. But yeah, you know a Black Iris can as soon as you see it because it's nothing like anything else on the shelf. Oh, there we go. Harry said he thinks they're about £2.50 at Waitrose.
Yeah.
But I think this is less, and this is definitely less than £2.50, and it's even less when it's on the floor for £3. So whatever, as the Morrisons, whoever are buying this out, it's going to be much lower than that at wholesale.
And when did this Black Sheep start? Like, when did the sun go out on his own? And like, how?
Well, there you go. It's on the top, 1992.
Oh yeah.
Decent to be going since, I want to say, the 80s, maybe the 70s. They're one of the longest regional. But it was to do with when the Sun took over. I want to say Daniel Theakston was his name. He was the father. And he then passed it on to his eldest. And obviously, Paul Theakston, the youngest, has gone out on his own. We're talking like before the craft beer revolution. This is cask, regional cask wars.
Yeah.
Prior to the craft beer revolution, it was all cask and how many pubs you had and who you could sell to and who wasn't tied, because at that point, they had some of the big lager macro breweries were tying taps, so they couldn't have independent stuff on. And cask was the only way forward, really. That's one of the reasons why our keg scene is so far behind, is because the macro breweries came and tied taps.
Yeah, that's a big thing in the cities here. It's like it's really hard for craft breweries just to get at least just one tap in a lot of venues, because a lot of the pubs are owned by someone that's tied up with Lion Nathan or fucking Asahi or something like that. And it makes it hard.
But a lot of those macro breweries don't have casks. So what happens is they tie up the keg taps, but the cask taps they can't tie up because they don't have the product to put on there.
Yeah.
So you find a lot of the time where keg lines are tied, but casks open. And I know tens, maybe hundreds of pubs that are like that.
Yeah.
Where you can't do anything on keg because it's just tied lines, but cask is open season. It's whatever they can get for the right price.
It was funny when I went to that Sweeney's in Sydney and they had like a Theakston hand pull on. I thought that's cool. Yeah.
Theakston's good. They've done one recently, and I think it's going to be at the festival I'm going to be at. I'm at All Dark Beer Festival on next Friday.
Cool.
I think they just released a beer called Poltergeist for Halloween, which is a salted caramel porter. So I think that's going to be on cask.
One Drop just released some Halloween beers. I thought, it would have been awesome if you got them.
Yeah, it's so slow.
It would have been just behind, I reckon. Yeah.
Literally, Buxton have done their pumpkin beer this week. And I'm like, you're like 2-3 weeks too slow.
Yeah.
And theirs is called Basic Witch, which made me laugh. It's just a plain pumpkin porter.
We've only got about, I don't know, a handful of breweries that do them. There's one up in Queensland, one up in Brisbane called Bacchus. They always do pumpkin beers this time of the year. And then there's just a couple of others that'll randomly do them. But yeah, you just don't see them.
First Australian brewery I saw was it being imported into the UK was Bacchus. But they were very, very expensive.
Was it a stout?
Yeah, the big MPs in the 330 ml.
Yeah.
They were like, you were looking at like nearly 20 pounds a can.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of money.
They're fairly pricey here, but yeah, generally pretty decent
40
quality.
bucks though?
It's funny because they're normally about late 20s here, I'd say. Yeah. They're one of those breweries though, like I find most of their hop forward beers absolutely shit, like terrible.
Yeah.
But then anything like classic style or dark, they nail. Like they're really good. It's just weird. Like they can't do an IPA to save themselves.
The only one I had from them was actually when I was in Sydney. I had the it was the not the Bruin, the red. What's it called? Belgian Flanders Red. I had a Flanders Red from them. It was like 7.1.
Yeah,
wasn't for me.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have thought they'd be the sort of brewery that do that sort of style.
Cheers from Josh. Which would be you say was better, Theakston or Black Sheep? I reckon it depends on the beer. 100%. Theakston's doing way better than Black Sheep, but Theakston's stouts are not as good as Black Sheep stouts. Depending on the stout, 100%. What was the Theakston you had on a handful at Sweeney's?
I've had what Theakston's beer was it?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? I'll have a look. Yeah, from what I've had, I've probably had a couple from each brewery. And yeah, sort of the same opinion as you. I feel general Theakstons are probably better, but yeah, this is a nice stout.
Yeah. If I ever see the peanut brittle porter or the red ale, I'll send it over to you in a can. They're very few and far between. Like they're like I say, they were limited release when I got them.
Yeah.
But they were very, very good. It tends to be, I think Black Sheep's limited releases and their dark beers are just spot on, but the Velo was a limited release as well. That the Velo was for a cycling charity of some variety. And that's a seasonal release. So I thought that was decent. Oh, here we go. I'll get to it in a minute, but Harry's put a funny comment on. It's in the same sort of Carol Porter picked up in Waitrose, unnamed. Yeah, it seems to be unnamed and bold, but then when it's on cask, it's called Poltergeist. It's very strange. It's exactly the same ABV and exactly the same thing. Yeah, I saw that you reviewed it. I've not had a chance to watch the video. It was Thursday. I got home from work late. And then people who drink Flanders Red below the register. I actually quite like a Flanders Red, so I don't care what you say. It's a style hard to do. I think a lot of Belgians get it right, and a lot of people who think they can do Belgian styles get it wrong.
Yeah, sometimes it can just be way too acidic, and yeah, like it.
Yeah, it just becomes balsamic vinegar.
Yeah.
some people just go, "Here's a red balsamic vinegar," and you're like, "That's not a beer."
Cheers, Phil. This is one of your beers, brother.
I know, yeah. He's come in right on time.
So yeah, one of the ones that you sent over, finally drinking it. So yeah, me and Adam wanted to do it together. So
yeah. It's good. It's good. I think, yeah. If you're looking, if you're like, I fancy a stout, and you got to go to a supermarket. This is one of the top two, easy.
Yeah.
The only one I think that maybe rivals it is Thornbridge do one in Lidl called Kawa. And that's, for me, that is the tippy top. This is very close second. But I have to sit for the Kawa, and that's 5.2. It's again higher ABV. So you've also got to take that into consideration as well.
Yeah. The Sweeney's beer I had, the Theakston, was called XB. It was a ruby ale.
XB is one of the best Theakstons.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's quality extra bitter. Hugh, the beer kid, thinks it's not an ESB. It is. He goes, it's not high enough ABV to be an ESB. No, ESB means extra special beer, not extra strong beer.
Yeah.
ABV is irrelevant. It's a brilliant ESB.
No, I really liked it. I just remember talking shit to an Englishman while I was drinking it, and I was like, "This is great."
Mine's nearly gone. I've only got a little bit left. It's gone very quick for 500ml.
Yeah, definitely. I've got about a third of a glass. Yeah, it was so cool when I walked into that pub and seen it. It was in the main bar as well. The main bar had a lot of just basic stuff, and I was like, "Oh, cool! At least I can have a cask beer. That's awesome."
Yeah, it was there when I went, but it wasn't on. He was like, "No, we haven't got anything on." It was the badge was turned around because I saw a cask when I walked in, and he was like,
"Yeah,
don't have any. It's not on. We need to redo this."
You went the day or two after me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah,
Especially
I've had Hobgoblin. I've had that Hobgoblin a few times.
Shockingly bad. It used to be years ago. It was one of my favourite beers, but it's with the Carlsberg buyout, it's turned into something weird. It's not nice. They seem to have kept that as a brand and done a session IPA. An IPA. I think the difference between the session IPA and the IPA is like 0.3%, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. They do a Hobgoblin Stout, which is a rebadge of something they used to do called Dice Stout. That was never great when it was started, and now they've rebadged it. It's also not great. That brand is just, for me, the Hobgoblin brand is just completely gone into the ground. It's dull. It's going to get phased out anyway because Carlsberg don't do cask. They tried it with this fresh ale and that hasn't really worked. So I think that's something that's slowly going to get phased out, and you'll just see it in bottles. It will never exist on cask. Sad. It's really sad. Witchwood, who were the original brewers, were great, and the other breweries that Carlsberg bought within that same sort of buyout are also going to suffer. I'm trying to think the one in Cambridge, Oxford, Breakspear. They did some great beers. That's another one that Carlsberg bought, and it's disappearing. It's going to be almost gone soon. And that's the thing. You've got to support your local breweries, otherwise they're going to get bought out and sold and phased out. That's what they do.
What's that comment of Phil's next? What do you mean by that?
He went to Duration. So Duration up by Jake. That's Ipswich way. Norwich way. Picked up a Pirate dish. I don't know why you pick up a Pirate dish at a brewery.
Yeah, that's
ended up.
Unless there was a shop next door.
Yeah, I was going to say, I assume he went somewhere else to get a Pirate Sticks and ended up at Duration. Duration is brilliant. So I can't remember his name. He's got a very distinctive name. He's American. He's got a very distinctive name. It's not like for me, it's not a regular name. It might be a regular name.
Yeah.
It's like someone's surname is his first name.
Aren't Duration meant to be good for like West Coast and stuff?
Good for West Coast, good for mixed fair. Well, I say mixed fair, like proper like saison stuff. Even though it saison in a can, which is something that I don't like. Even though I can have a saison in a can in the fridge, I don't think it ever belongs in a can. Yes, the West Coast are very good.
Yeah, that
They
is
do
weird. It's weird to
it's
think
just
of a
wrong.
farmhouse beer in a can.
It's wrong. It's unnatural. They do a really good West Coast pale called Turtles all the way down. That's brilliant. The dark beers are not bad either. I think they're lucky in the water that they have there. Same with Harry. Harry is blessed with the water he has for dark beers. But he doesn't brew. He brews hardly any dark beers. But with the water
Yeah.
profile he has is brilliant for dark beers. Which is why his darker bitters I think are better than his lighter ones, because of it. The water profile lends itself to it. Some food last week. Okay, so he took some food to the brewery last week, and then had to go back for his pirate's dish, but forgot the dish and got pissed instead. Cutting grass, is that the West Coast Pills? I want to think that's the Pilsner.
I love a West Coast Pills. It's one of my favourite, like, crusher styles. It's fucking awesome.
Altex have just done two.
Yeah.
They did one
We got
exclusive
heaps
to,
of them in Australia.
they did one exclusively for the tap room to become the new tap room lager. Then they canned that. Then they redid the recipe. So there's two floating about West Coast Pills.
I drank one just randomly on a hangout the other day, and I regretted it because it was that good. I was like, I need to review this. So now I'm going to try and find another can because it was from a brewery too that was new to me. So
All right.
I'm like, this needs to go on the channel. I like though when you're not sure about a beer and you think fuck it and you just drink it off camera and then it's like average. So you're like, I'm glad I didn't review this.
I like the West Coast Pills. However, I do think it ruins you for the next beer.
What's that?
I do like the West Coast Pills, but I do think it ruins you for the next beer because it's so bitter. You've got to have. I usually have a lager or a sour to reset my palate, and you can't do that with the West Coast Pills. There has been an Oasis beer, and I'm pretty sure it was a terrible lager.
Yeah, I think lager straight away.
I remember it was the 500ml bottle lager as well. You're like, it's going to be bad.
The vibes in Melbourne after the gig's so good. Everyone's at Southern Cross Station just singing. It's like there's a busker playing all their tunes, and I can't fucking wait.
I was going to say, you've not been yet, have you? Is that next week?
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, so they played Friday night. They played last night, and then the third gig's on Tuesday.
So it's Tuesday. Is that definitely maybe?
What?
I said, is it Tuesday? Is that definitely maybe? Never mind.
Yeah, I can't wait. And then I've got Metallica on Saturday.
Bloody hell, you're busy.
Cheers, Josh.
Vault City do some of those craft beers. They do. I picked up a few recently. Sour and Big Menu Christmas Impy. Excuse me. They got another new Christmas Impy coming out as well. They're doing a whole series based on I'm sure like recently, maybe it was last Christmas, we talked about Christmas chocolate. We talked about what's it called? Quality Street. Vault City are doing a Quality Street series.
Yeah.
So they're all sours apart from the caramel one, which is an Impy.
Yeah.
So they're doing like the chocolate strawberry one. So, the strawberry cream, that's sour. Coconut one, sour. They're all sours apart from the caramel one, which is going to be a caramel impy.
Yeah.
That's quite a fun series to do. Just if you do want sour.
They'll be tasty as fuck.
Yeah. But it just annoys me though, because they're all 440s apart from the impy, which is the 330.
Actually, I like the pumpkin beer that they did.
Oh, they did. Yeah, they did.
They have a normal one and then they have an imperial one. I enjoyed both of them.
They do a blueberry. It was a blueberry pumpkin spice, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just pumpkin by itself.
It's definitely a sour. I remember them doing sour.
Yeah. I remember having it at that the UK tap takeover when I went to that. It was really good.
Yeah. There you go. I'm assuming he's talking about the Vault City one. Yeah, it looked good, and the can wraps as well are very similar to the wrappers for the chocolates. Very similar, almost like they're going to get sued. That's how similar it is. I'm all gone.
Yeah, I've only got a little bit left.
So, do you want to do your rating? Well, I'll do mine. Your rating's different to mine.
I don't know how I'd go for this.
In your ratings, do you factor in ABV and do you factor in cost? That was all I wondered.
No. ABV, I certainly like. If I have a really good, say if I have a stout and I like it, but it's a really low ABV, I'm not going to likely give it a score like a 4.5 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's sort of hard with scoring. It's just one of those things. It's like so much of it comes down to mood as well, I reckon.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that, this is cheap, it's low ABV. It's for what it is, it's good. But when it comes to a score, I sort of feel like you can't really give it a massive score because...
No.
Do you get what I mean? It sort of seems unfair to give something a 4.5 out of 5 when it's up for a real basic beer, as opposed to say if you had a cycle stout that was worth $20 and a lot of effort had gone into it, sort of thing.
And that'll be 11.5% or something like
that. Yeah. Normally with a beer like this, if I like it, if I really like it, it'd be around the 4 mark. I think with this one, it'd be I'd probably say maybe a 3.8 or something like that.
Not far from what I was thinking. I would have gone 3.6.
Yeah.
It is good, but you definitely know it's brutal price points.
Yeah, exactly. And it's that in between macro and craft sort of thing.
Yeah,
it's generally sort of 3.5 to 4 is around the mark that I give a lot of those beers.
Sometimes they come out with a cracker that's gonna take you by surprise. And I say I've had that with the red IPA for Black Sheep. I've had that with other big regional breweries. Sometimes I don't know what it is. They just, whether they let the brewer off the leash and he just goes a bit mad for one beer.
Yeah.
There we go. He loves that Rubaston cider. He's doing that for his advent calendar box. Huh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that cider was amazing. I really liked the other one. I liked even more the berry one.
I have no idea what the origin of the name is. They do some very good beers. Yeah, they do some. I would say Left on the Giant's a bit of an all rounder. You wouldn't say that they're amazing at any style, but they're very good at every style that they do. The blender series for the stouts is brilliant, and for the sour, the blenders sours and stouts is brilliant. The standard stuff they do on the Left on the Giant for stouts is brilliant. The IPAs are brilliant. We talk about West Coast pills. They do a really good hop IPL. Yeah, it's sort of there's not much that they do badly. I'm struggling to think of anything that I've had from them that have been is really bad. Um, the only thing I can think of, the what's the name in the woods is marzipan. I don't like marzipan, but that's just my personal preference. That's not something they're doing badly. But they do everything. But they are literally jack of all trades, but master of none. They are. There's very few beers I've had from them that blow me away, but they are genuinely solid.
Yeah, that's what I've found with left-handed giant beers. I would have had at least a dozen, I reckon, and they've all been good quality, but nothing really I don't know, really like blow you away. Like they're good, they're solid, but they're certainly none of them were shit, but like none of them were like elite level sort of thing.
And sorry to bang on about the cask still, but their cask brew pub stuff is probably their top tier stuff. They do like really small pails on cask, and it's like it'll be two hops, just two hops. That's it. It's two different varieties of hops, and that for me. That's their best stuff. And it is the what they call the LHG brew pub series. They do some of that in cans. It does come out in cans, but a lot of the stuff is just cask only. But you do see it now and again. It does come out in cans. I think I've had a few stuff with that brand. But yeah, I think they're really good at branding. They're really good at can wraps and stuff like that as well. They are good at a lot of things, but unfortunately, there's always someone slightly better than them.
I'm excited for a beer I'm getting next week. Future, that brewery I big up heaps from Sydney. They've just done a collab. They've just done a collab with Track, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that they do a Track one as well.
Yeah, they're doing it's a collab with Track, a collab with Alvarado Street in California, and West Coast Brewing out of Japan.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. We've had some interesting US imports recently. Obviously, we've spoke online. We've spoke mainly offline, but online as well, about the Aussie stuff that's come in. But there's been lots of big American stuff come in. So we've got Suarez Family Brewers have brought a load of stuff over.
Yeah, I want them. I've been wanting them for ages, so hopefully they come in.
Big bottles as well, 750 jollies. But the big price of them, you're looking at £40 ish.
Yeah.
So like what 80, 78, $80 for 750 ml, and a lot of it's low. You're not going above 6%. So it's like, do I want to pay that amount of money?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 750 ml, but
that's silly money for that sort of
it is silly money. It is. But they brought some cans out as well, so it's like US pint cans.
Yeah.
Which I might go for. They're slightly better, like 17, 18 quid.
Yeah.
But again, it's all low ABV stuff. It's lagers.
I've just always wanted to try them. They've been on my bucket list for ages. And that one that's near Bumpy, that Shilling or whatever they're called.
I've not seen anything then. We've had Fox Farm as well. They dropped this week.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone hypes up Fox Farm.
But they're a mix of they're not even 750s. They're like US pint bottles. I'm like, that's getting a bit. You're asking me to pay a lot of money for a US pint bottle, which is not quite a UK pint.
I had a random dream either last night or the night before that I was at some bar in Melbourne and they had that. You know how is it Main Brewing Company? How they have that lunch and dinner. Yeah. Well, anyway, the bar I was at had all their beers on tap just randomly, and I was trying them all. Thought it was great.
They've also come out in cans in the UK.
Quite often my dreams come true, so hopefully that one.
Yeah, could be. See, I had a weird dream. My friend's a truck driver, and they always joke. I don't think you've ever seen like a Top Gear thing where Jeremy Clarkson talks about truck driving. It's like, it's change gear, murder a prostitute, change gear, murder a prostitute. I dreamed he got fitted up by another truck driver that had killed a prostitute and had blood on his hands and wiped the blood on my mate's hand, on my mate's shirt, and got away as the police were after him. That was a scary dream.
Fucking hell. See, Harry said he's just cracked the stout.
With the Box Farm Ales, I want to message you because there's only one website I know that has them, and I don't really want them to sell out. I don't know what just to say. I'll go. We'll go big and go home. I think that's a good idea. It's the same place. Oh, Harry might know. It's the same place I'm buying the Tree House ones from. If it'll let me share, I'll show you.
Yeah, Fox Farm is sort of like farmhouse and lagers and that, aren't they?
Yeah, almost the same as far as.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people talking about them.
There's also Hill Farmstead as well.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to try Hill Farmstead in the early days of drinking craft. So I never understood the hype because I was drinking some of their beers when I only just got into craft beer, and then there's all these people going, "Oh, they're so amazing!"
Yeah,
it's just sometimes you're just lucky you'll stumble across something you don't expect to.
I won some on a secret underground beer lottery. Oh, Ill Will is the other one everyone's going mad over. The price of cans is stupid, literally stupid.
That'd be a funny name to utilise if you're a craft beer drinker and introduce yourself as Phil Harmstead.
Yeah. It's Elbow. I'm gonna share the screen now. They get stupid beers in. Chrome Town. Come on, Chrome Town. Share. Will it share? Why not share? Lacto's very terrible. Think about it very slowly. There we go. So these are all the Ill Will. The Gorilla one looks good. The can label looks good, but not £18.50 worth of beer for a dipper. That's the one I'm looking at for 3 hours 30. It's a coffee porter.
Yeah.
7.4. That just looks ridiculous. Not interested in the 5.5 Fest beer that can go in the bin. Milky Julius. Biden's Quad. This one looked good. The double exposure as well. Green Cheek. Shilling, there you go. But I'm not paying nearly a tenner for a 5.3 Czech black lager. Or a Hellas. Wet hops. Yeah. Monkish. Freak Folk. Everyone's going mad over Freak Folk. That's the one that's like mad. Everyone's going mad over at the minute. Do you like the name? Excommunicate is a great name for a beer. That is superb. There you go.
So is this one of those importers? Is it?
Well, yeah. I don't know how well they'll actually do it. They're the ones with the stupid beers. But yeah, there you go. Fox Farm, the wild American ale. Same with that one as well. Next page, there was some lags, I'm sure, on the next page, unless they've sold out. Oh, come on. Slow. Laptop. There you go. So a grape farmhouse. Some other farmhouse. What's that? Stroke. Doesn't say. That's also great. Oh, two different grape ones. White grape, red grape, pink grape. Fox Farm Lager, Fox Farm German Pilsner, Fox Farm New Zealand IPA. Right, there we go. We were talking about the main. Yeah, they're in bottles. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
So they got the dinner, the lunch, and the breakfast in bottles.
Yeah.
£23.50. So that's what? $47 Australian dollars. That's a lot of money for is it a 500ml bottle? How am I going with this 500ml bottle or a US pint bottle? It's a lot of money. That one annoys me. The most. Findings of Brewpose, 3% session pale, £6. It's 3%.
Why would anyone want a Fidens beer that's 3%?
I don't know.
If you live in America and you live near the brewery, yes, fair enough. But
Little Willow,
you're seeking Fidens, like you really want to try a Fidens beer, you'd have that and you'd be like, "This is shit. Fidens are rubbish."
Little Willow, everyone's going mad over Little Willow, but they're not selling. They're just not selling because they're coming in at £9, £10 a can. People go, I don't know who these people are, and they're just not selling.
Yeah,
they're great notion. They're old because I had them on draft when it first came in. Wayward, I asked Joe about Wayward Lane. He said they're good, but they're not worth that money.
Yeah.
There you go. We're down to the Suarez now. The Suarez is quite old now, but it's the wild ale, so it's not as exactly like. This bar / bottle shop is hilarious because they're in Hinkley, which was previously a beer desert, and then this place opened, and I'm like, how are you making money other than online? There's nothing there when you move there.
Is it a bar as well, or just like a distributor stuff? Yeah.
No, it's a bar as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I've had that sauce already. That was 3 crackers. I might buy that again. It's being £8. Yeah. It's really good. Yeah. Phil Planted big bottles. 750s. £52 for 750. £33 for 375. Stupid money. The cans are £11. That's bad, but not terrible. But they look, thankfully, if you go on the individual ones, they show you how old the cans are. There you go, Blackfern. I really got excited. I thought that was going to be a black IPA, but it's not. It's just a New Zealand IPA.
Yeah, there's been a lot of New Zealand IPAs that have had like the Blackfern on them.
Mm. Yeah, King Julius sold out now. Normal Julius, a tenner. It's a very good website. There is others out there, but that was the only one I've seen with Suarez and Fox Farm.
My dog's looking at me like he wants some sunshine.
Right?
In the sunshine.
I'm all out of beer. If you want to do another one after this, we can, or we can just do a general chat if you want.
Yeah, I might. Is anyone live?
What's Zimmo was the only one.
Yeah, he's doing all the Halloween stuff. Nah. Yeah, I reckon wrap it up. But if someone goes live, I might jump on. I've just got a few things I want to do. So
no worries.
Yeah.
Right. I'll see you later.
Thanks for having me.
It's only Harry left.
Yeah, we'll organise like another beer maybe next weekend. Oh, yeah, next weekend maybe or the weekend after. Or even actually, because I got a few days off. I know you don't normally do stuff during the week, do you?
Depend. I might be able to do.
Yeah.
But it would have to be. It'd be too early for you. That's the only problem.
Yeah. Nah, we'll see how we go. Because like I've got 3 days off work, obviously. So yeah,
No.
I'll get back to you anyway. But yeah, thanks for this.
Cheers,
Pete.
people in chat.
We might see you again soon.